I am Jonika Hoomes, founder and executive coach of Integralis Leadership. I'll share what happened actually this summer, which is the beginning of it all. So in the summer, my sister and I were both originally from Albania. We were coming back from Saranda, our hometown. And in the flight back, we looked at everything that's happening in Albania and we told each other, what if we come back and we are keynote speakers and we bring all of this experience, in my case 19 years at Google, in my sister's case 14 years at Google, and beyond that working with startups, innovators, advisors, CEOs, and we looked at each other and we said, you know what, we're going to make it. We are going to come back to Albania, we're going to be keynote speakers, and we are going to be partnering and amplifying our wisdom with so many people. We just don't know how. And what's beautiful is that sometimes what you put out in the universe and what you're looking for is also looking for you. So literally a couple of weeks from then, Gerti reached out to us and he said, I've got this conference that is happening and I would really love you two to consider coming. From the very moment that I first heard about the conference, with Gerti describing it with the speakers, there was this energy that told me that this is the place to come in. And that energy and that feeling was completely right on. Today, I came and I spoke about the innovation recipe. And my lessons learned from 19 years with Google and 3+ years coaching, advising founders in Silicon Valley and founders across the world. We took that all in and we thought, what would $1 billion direct, a recipe to innovate, look like in emerging markets like Albania and beyond? And that feeling that I had when I first met Gerti, it was right on. It's so magical being here. First of all, there's so many speakers, and it's just such a beautiful thing to see so many speakers talking about the similar things that I care about and Gerti and Albanians care about, which is how do we innovate? How do we innovate with the kitchen that we have? And sometimes this kitchen is missing the right ingredients. When we look at the GDP, we look at the brain drain, we look at the fact that although the eyeballs are online, less than 10 or 15% of dollars is being spent in online advertising. So you could be a realist and think, this is a very difficult kitchen to cook in. But then at the same time, I realized this beautiful thing that I have learned from working with leaders that have suffered. Leaders that have suffered and that come from countries that have suffered, such as ours, have resilience. And that's what makes this chef and each of us, innovation chefs, be able to cook incredible and delicious meals. Now let's be honest, we're not all going to be able to make this $1 billion direct, but it is my hope that if you join today and you listen to my speech, my sister's speech, and join this community, that you'll figure out what you can make. In some case, it might be an meze, an appetizer. In another case, it might be baklava, who knows? But I hope that together we can do good at the greatest scale and build profitability for our ecosystem and for our communities. I am so glad that you're joining us today. And if you didn't join us today, I really hope you don't miss it next year. Let's build future together.